It feels like everything in our world is designed to take you further and further away from who you really are, leaving you feeling disconnected. So, how do you connect to yourself when you've been disconnected? I can show you how. Join me on the Stairway to Healing. Hi, I'm Italia Oliver, and I'm your guide on the Stairway to Healing, helping you reconnect to yourself. So, how do you reconnect? Well, you plug into the socket of awareness. It's a crucial rung on the ladder to raising your consciousness. Spirit Song, a collective of angels, ascended masters, spirit guides, multidimensional light beings, and star beings who co-created the Stairway to Healing, ask you to keep an open mind and heart as we go through this series of videos. Spirit Song has asked that these videos appear in the order you'll receive them for your highest good. They also ask that you trust, with a capital T, this process and allow the unfolding of your soul's evolution, knowing that through these videos, as a transmission, they're working with you in your life, but only if you're willing to do the work necessary. So, one way you can understand the Stairway to Healing is through what we call the GAP model, which stands for Gaia, Awareness, Practice. It's bridging the gap, right, between heaven and earth inside yourself. In truth, there's no separation between you and Source. As Jesus said, the kingdom of God is within you. Gaia means earth, and in Hebrew it means conscious life. The Hopi have a saying, the earth is our mother. So just like you must take care of Mother Earth, you must also nurture yourself like a mother. Self-love is everything. So in this model, Gaia, G-A-I-A, stands for ground, align, integrate, and ascend. Now, Spirit Song would like you to answer each of the following questions honestly to yourself. For grounding, do you feel present and at home in your body? Or do you often feel disconnected and only partially here? For aligning, do you feel centered and balanced? Or do you often feel out of rhythm with yourself? For integrating, on a daily basis, do you practice healthy habits and ways of being loving, compassionate, and forgiving to yourself? And for ascending, at the core of your being, do you feel relaxed, light, and peaceful? So if you answered no to any of these questions, the Stairway to Healing will help you reconnect to yourself, find peace, and self-love. Dear Blessed Ones, you are received at this time in the timing of the Great Creator. And we are with you. We have always been with you. Fear not. The Stairway to Healing is presented to you as a model. It is a way up the stairway. It is not the way, but one way. And we ask that you choose the way that is best for yourself. Fear not, for we are with you in your travels. There is no going back at this point. It is time for you to move forward. It is time for you to let go of those things that no longer serve you, those things that you can put down on your path. It is time to let them go and to keep walking, for we are with you on your walk. When we speak of the Gaia, ground, line, integrate, to ascend. It is this that we speak of, to make the whole, complete human being. Yes, you are whole already, but it is in this forgetting, this absence of yourself, that you forget. And so you only need remember on this journey back to yourself, to who you really are. So when you ground yourself, when you align yourself, when you integrate practices, you ascend. You transmute the forces of darkness into the light. Shadows may return as they do along the path, but it is your job to rid them out like demons. For they are not you. Although they appear to be you, they are not. And so it is this time we ask you to elevate yourself to a mindset that is beyond your comprehension at this time, to a mindset that sees the other side of things, into a new way of living, and into a new way of being. And so it is with us, along the path with you, we do this together, to transmute the old energy into the new, so that you may raise your consciousness, so that you live in the vibration of love and peace and joy. But first you must be at peace. And in order to do that, there is work that must be done along the path. Intuitively, you know this inside yourself. You have known this for a long time. You have known there are parts of yourself that need refinement or enhancement, and that is okay. That is part of the path of becoming the complete, whole human. And so now it is this time that we ask you to rise up above the doldrums of your life and take your place, which has always been there. Again, the concept of worthiness is just a concept that is not even real, for you are already worthy in that. And so when you answer these questions, and if you answered no to any of those questions, we ask you to focus on that area or areas where you need growth. It is time for you to do this. So in those areas, the Stairway to Healing, as we transmit the videos to you, will help you in those areas. But again, your willingness is necessary. So it is asked at this time that in the areas that you said no, to think about that. Think about that this week. Think about it as you go about your day. What are some ways that you can bring more balance and peace to your life? We wish you well this day and all the days of your life. Namaste. Okay. All right. Well, that was the channeling, the transmission at this time. I felt a different energy actually come through. Definitely, it wasn't Archangel Haniel's energy. When I asked who would like to step forward and speak, Jesus actually, his face and his figure appeared before me in white robes and said that he wished to speak. And so it was a little bit different in the energy, of course, but it's still very loving and kind, and really, I guess, just and what I remember asking you to focus on the parts in yourself, those questions that you answered no to. Where is that in your life that you need to put some priority then? So let's say if you are not feeling grounded, okay, what can you do to ground yourself? What can you do to help yourself feel fully here? And I know that difference because I used to feel that way myself, where I would walk through the motions of life like I was here, but not really like here, present in this moment. And only really anybody who goes through that knows exactly what I'm talking about. You're here, but you're kind of half here. I mean, you're going through the motions, you're living your life, you're doing these things and the responsibilities and going, but it's like you're not here, right? In your body and really feeling that. So that's one example. With the alignment, do you feel that your heart is aligned to your higher self? Okay. And if it doesn't feel that way, why not? Where is that coming from, right? Let's go into that aspect, right? What is that? Integrating, okay? How do you integrate practices of self-love and forgiveness into your life? Are you doing that? Are you doing that? Number one. And if you're not, how can you infuse those things into your life? Because it's beyond just self-care, okay? Because you can do things like a massage or things like that, but if you're still constantly beating yourself up over things, it doesn't even matter. You can do all the self-care in the world. We're talking about self-love, which is different, okay? And when you do those things, ground, align, integrate, you ascend, you're raising your frequency so that you live in the vibration of love and peace. It's just your way of being, okay? And as we go through the Stairway to Healing, whatever Spirit Song wants to share in their transmission with you at this time, that's the goal, for you to raise your consciousness, raise your vibration. The key is always, how do we do that? And that's what the Stairway to Healing is about. It's the how part, okay, of the journey. So I hope that was helpful for you. If you liked this video, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe and share. It really helps me. And if you haven't already, be sure to check out the first 2 videos in the Stairway to Healing series. It's the introduction. So join me in the next video on the Stairway to Healing.